Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do another full body workout, really targeting the glutes and the cores today. I'm going to be using my Bala ankle weights for my first set of exercises and also using a soft ball here. Let's get started. We're going to lay it all the way down onto the ground to start off with. We're going to bring one leg to tabletop, the other leg to tabletop, and bringing your hands both into holding onto the ball. Bringing that ball up towards the ceiling, making sure that we've got that right angle going down our legs here, coming into your dead bugs. So keeping those arms where they are, we're going to allow one leg down towards the floor, then we're going to lift it back up, other leg goes down. Keeping that right angle down your legs, so instead of moving from the knees, which a lot of people will naturally do, we're going to hinge from the hips to allow the toes to come down, like we're tapping our toes into water here. Your challenge here is to keep that little small gap underneath the lower back, just small enough to fit a blueberry underneath while you lower those legs down. So if you find that you're overarching or over bulging the abdominals, don't lower as far down. Let's go for 8 here. And 7, 6, 5 more, and 4, last 3, and 2. Good, and 1, coming back up to center. We're going to glue the knees and the ankles together. Then go double-sided. So bring the arms back behind as you lower the legs down, lift it back up. Let's go again, reaching back behind, drawing it back up. Let's go for 8 here. Again, same principle with the lower back. If you find that you're overarching or over bulging, don't lower the legs as far down. And 5. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Nice and controlled. And last one here. And drawing it up. We're going to place the ball in between our knees. Place those feet onto the mat. Keeping your legs parallel. That ball should help give yourself a little gap in between those legs. Arms are just going to come down the legs. Let's come into your bridging here. We're going to take an inhale here, exhale. Let's start to tuck the pelvis, start to roll your spine up from the mat. Inhale to hold, exhale, start to lower your upper back, mid back and lower back. So what I'd like you to keep an awareness of here is your spine articulation. So we're working one vertebrae at a time. Instead of hinging those hips down, hinging back up, we're keeping one vertebrae rolling it one at a time as you come back and as you roll up from the mat here. You're sending those hip bones up towards the sky. Let's go 4 more here. Last 3. And 2. Good. And on your next one, we're going to keep those hips lifted for me. We're going to lift both our heels up, step 1 step back towards our bums. We're going to lower the hips down 2 inches, lift it back up, lower, and lift. Let's go for 8 and 7, 6, 5 more, and 4, last 3, and 2. Good. Hold it up on your next one here. We're going to lower those heels, lift them up, lower, and lift. Let's go for 8 and 7, keeping those hips where they are. 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go with those hip dips 2 more times here. Let's go lower and lift. Let's go for 8 and 7, 6, 5, and 4, last 3, and 2, and 1. Lower those heels 1 more time. Let's go. Let's go for 8, almost there. 7, doing so well. 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and last of those hip dips here, 2 inches down, 2 inches up, lower and lift, really pressing it here. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Very good. And lower yourself down. All right. All right, we're going to lie on our side now. We can pop the ball just to the side for the next movement. Come into your book opening stretch here. So both my knees are going to be bent. I'm going to interlace those hands behind your head. Place those thumbs running down your neck and your elbows are tucked in towards your face. You're going to take an inhale here. On your exhale, we're going to start to open that top arm up and over. Opening up the chest, allow the eyesight to follow your top arm as you rotate through your ribs. Take an inhale here, exhale, let's start to curl yourself back in. Let's go again, inhale, exhale, opening up. Good, keeping that pelvis and those hips anchored to the mat. Imagine that your torso is like a wet towel and that we're wringing that water out of your system here. Let's go 2 more. And on your next one, I want you to hold it out for me here. Take another inhale here, exhale. See if we can open up a little bit further out. Good, and then close yourself back in. We're going to extend the bottom arm out. Have it act like a little pillow for me. We're going to extend one leg out, then the other leg out, coming into some side lying here. We're going to lift one leg out, lift the other leg out, lower and lower. So segmentally, just lifting one leg at a time to lift and then to lower. You can use that top hand here. You'll have to use it to help stabilize you. Keep it nice in front of your chest. Let's go for 6 and 5. 4 more. Last 3 and 2. Good. Holding both legs up on your next one here. Holding it here for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here for me. Let's start to circle that top leg out and around. That bottom leg stays where it is, just that top leg only. Let's go for 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2. Let's go in reverse. Let's keep it going for 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Very good. And lower down. Very nice. You're going to give just your legs a little break here. When you're ready, let's start to hover both legs back up again. Hand come place back forward in front for support here. You're going to sweep one leg forward, one leg sweeps back, and then you're going to switch over here. Sometimes if this is uncomfortable on your hips, you can add in an extra towel underneath just to help support and cushion that area. Let's go for 6 and 5. 4 more. Last 3 and 2. And 1 and lower down. Very good. Let's plant that top foot forward, bottom leg extends out. Pointing those toes of that bottom leg for me, we're going to start to lift that bottom leg only, working those inner thighs here. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2. Hold that leg up here. We're going to flex the foot and then start to pulse it up one more time. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower down. Very good. Give yourself a little tap here. As your legs are already over on this facing one side, we're just going to lift our torso up, coming into your mermaid stretch here. Bringing your legs into a Z sit. If this is an uncomfortable position for you, feel free to bring your legs into a crisscross or into a diamond shape if that feels better for you. We're going to bring those arms out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Let's start to lower one hand down, reach up and over. And then you're going to rainbow those arms and side bend to the other side. Let's go one more time. This time as we bring that arm over, we're going to thread that arm through in between, reaching those fingertips to the back wall behind you. Open up the chest, coming back to center. Let's start to thread through over the other side. Good. And coming back up. Let's swivel those legs around over to the other side into your mermaid stretch as we're already sitting up already. Arms come out to the side. Let's lower one arm down. One arm comes up and over. Let's go over to the other side. Good. Let's throw that arm through on this one here. Finding that rotation through your torso. Opening back up and over to the other side. Good, and open back up. Let's come side lying the other way here. We'll come into your book opening stretch first. So let's interlace those hands, pop them behind your head, elbows tucked in towards your face, both knees are bent. And let's take your inhale here, exhale, let's start to open up that top arm up and over, finding that openness through your chest, through your shoulders. Inhale to hold, exhale, start to close yourself back in. Let's go again, inhale, exhale, opening up. Good. Taking the time to feel the stretch through your upper back, through your chest, through your shoulders. Let's go 2 more here. Good, and on your last one, let's hold out that stretch. Take an inhale here, exhale, see if we can open it a little bit further. Very good. And closing yourself back in. Let's come into your side lying position here, extending that bottom arm out, have it act like a pillow. Extending one leg out long than the other. Take a moment here just to find your groove, making sure that you are comfortable in this position. Let's start to lift one leg up, then the other, lower and lower. Keeping that hand in front of you for support. It does not need to be a big lift here, just small enough to lift and hover that leg up. Good. Let's go for 5 here. And 4. Last 3. And 2. Good. You're going to hold both legs up on your next one here. Hold it for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here for me. Let's start to circle that leg up and around. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Circling over the other way. Let's keep it going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Very good. Take a moment here before you hover both legs back up as well. We're going to sweep one leg forward, one leg goes back, switching sides here. Good. Let's keep it going, alternating legs. Let's go for 6 and 5, pointing those toes. You're drawing those little semicircles here. 4 more. Last 3, nice and controlled, and 2. Good, and 1, very nice. Lower those legs down. We're going to place that top foot in front, extend that bottom leg out, point those toes for me. Let's start to lift and lower those legs. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Let's flex the foot. Let's go again, pulsing it one more time here. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Let's roll onto your backs for me. We're going to just bring your knees in towards your chest. Rocking side to side. Take a moment here before we move on to your next exercise. Good. Let's grab a hold of that ball once more. We're going to flip onto our stomachs. The ball is going to come in between your ankles, as well as keeping those bands on. We're going to lie all the way back down. Arms are going to come down by our chest. Not our chest, our side, sorry. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, you're going to start to float up your head, neck, and chest. Fingertips reaching towards your legs. Inhale to hold. Exhale, start to lower yourself back down. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale, curling up. Good. Keeping that neck lengthened. I like the tip of keeping my eyesight to the top of your mat. Good. Now if it feels comfortable, let's lift up those legs as well. Allowing your arms to hover as you curl up. Let's go for 5 here. And 4. Last 3. And 2. Good. Hold it up here for me. Let's start to pulse those legs. Pulse that ball in between the ankles here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good. Let's go again. Curling up. Start to pulse that ball again. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We've got one more of them. Really working into the backs here. Curling up one last time. Start to pulse that ball. One more here. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Feel free to bend in your arms in. Allow your head to rest on top of your hands. We're going to bend those legs, bend those knees, allow the toes to point up towards the ceiling. Knees are going to come slightly out wide, but keeping that ball up to in between those ankles if you can. We're going to start to lift from our legs and our glutes. Lift up and hovering those knees, pointing those toes to the ceiling. Really using your pubic bone in contact with the mat to help you elevate your toes up to the ceiling here. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down. Let's go 2 more of those. When you're ready, let's go again. Start to pulse those legs up. I like to think of that point where my glutes and my thighs meet. Use that point here to help lift those legs up and over. Let's go 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down. Oh, you can really feel it in my glutes for these ones here. Let's go last one here. Pointing those toes. Let's start to go again. Pulsing it here. Let's go for 5. 4 more. Last 3, and 2. And 1. Very nice. Let's release that ball. Legs are about mat width apart. Let's take your hands underneath your shoulders. Your ribs are tucked in towards your elbows tucked in towards your ribs, sorry. And you're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, you start to curl up your head, neck and chest. Continue rolling up to what's comfortable for you here. Take an inhale to hold. If anyone has any hip issues, we'll raise those hips a little bit further up. Take an inhale here, exhale, you're going to start to roll yourself back down. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale, curling back up. Inhale to hold, exhale, start to lower yourself back down. Let's go one more here. Inhale, exhale, curling up, hold it at the top. We're going to look back behind one shoulder, look back behind the other shoulder, and then you're going to start to lift your hips up. We're going to send those hips back behind your heels, lower down into your child's pose here. Good. And then we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Let's do a couple cat-cow stretches while we're in this position. You're going to start to open up the chest, send the tailbone up. And then exhale, scooping the belly, round up that upper spine. Let's go again. Feel free to add any twists and circles, whatever you feel your body needs today. Making sure we take an inhale as we open that chest up. Exhale, eyesight comes down towards your toes. Good. Let's tuck those toes behind. We're going to lift yourself into your downward dog. Start to pedal out those feet. Start to walk your hands up towards your feet, curling yourself up as you come into a standing position, rolling those shoulders down and back. All right, let's come into some curtsy squats here. When you're ready, we're going to place that right foot in the center of your mat. You're going to step back with your left foot, lower down, coming back up. Let's go again, same side, lower and lift. Good. Let's go for 8 here. And 7, 6, 5 more, and 4, last 3, and 2. Good, hold it down on your next one here. Let's start to pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. You're going to extend both arms out long for me. You're going to draw the elbows in towards your ribs, step that back knee in, extend the arm and the legs out, in and out into your little scooter variation here. Let's go for 6 and 5, 4 more, last 3 and 2. Good, and 1, stepping back up, give those legs a little shake, going straight over to the other side here. When you're ready, let's start to bring that left foot in towards the center of your mat, right foot sweeps and lowers behind. Stepping back up, let's go again, lower and lift, very good. Let's go for 8 and 7, 6 more, and 5. Good work, guys. 4 more, last 3 and 2. Good, hold it down on your next one here. Let's start to pulse it. Small tiny movements for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down here. Let's extend those arms forward in front. Step that back knee in and extend. Arms follow as well. Let's go for 8, 7, keep that squat low, 6, 5, 4 more, last 3 and 2 and 1, and draw yourself back in. That was a tough one here. Well done, guys. You are all done. Have the best day. See you.